Rain is moving into San Diego over the next few days, a lot of it. But how bad are San Diego drivers in the rain? Here to talk about that, plus some safety and education programs offered by California Highway Patrol, is Officer James Bettencourt. Officer, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so what do San Diego drivers do wrong when it rains? What should they do?
Well, first and foremost, they need to slow down, right? In San Diego, we like going a little bit fast out there on the roadways, and the most important thing that we can do, especially when those roadways get wet and when it hasn't rained for a long time, is slow down, give yourself plenty of time, and give yourself space between that car in front of you.
What happens if you hydroplane?
So if you hydroplane, first of all, don't panic, right? Don't slam on the brakes, take your foot off the gas, keep that car in a straight motion, and hopefully those tires will make contact back with the pavement again, and you'll be going in that same direction. A lot of times what happens is people panic, they turn that wheel, and then you no longer, gain control of that car, and eventually you crash.
Okay, that is good to know because that happens a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about some of your safety programs. They cover every age of passenger and driver. You do child safety seat installation.
Yeah, 100%. That's one of our biggest programs. We have a lot of people that call into our offices and ask, can we put in that child safety seat for them? We have instructors, we have certified technicians that can show people how to do it the right way, because honestly, about 90% of the people out there install them incorrectly. So we want to make sure those kids are safe. Yeah,
and that they have the right little head neck protection, right? You have classes for new teen drivers. Talk to me about that.
That's correct. Most of the schools in San Diego County offer our Start Smart program that most of the high school kids, in order to park on campus and get that parking permit, they have to go through that class. And we bring the parents in with the teens and give them both instruction on some of the new things that they need to look out for being a new driver.
Oh, I'm sure that's nerve-wracking for parents to be in a car with a 16-year-old.
Oh, 100% it is.
How about every 15 minutes program?
Every 15 minutes is a huge program as well that a lot of the local high schools do in San Diego County, and that's where we do a mock DUI crash at the school so the students can see what the consequences are of drinking and driving and how just one decision can really change your life forever. So that's a really impactful program that we offer to the schools.
Do you notice that fewer kids are getting their driver's license? They're waiting till they get older. Have you seen that?
You know, it seems like that, but honestly, statistics show that the longer you wait to get your driver's license, you're not necessarily a safer driver because you still have some of those same, have some of those same mistakes that you might make when you're 16 years old, but you're not under those same provisional licensing requirements, which can cause some issues down the road.
I guess so. One last thing, companies can get their employees to do like a refresh course for distracted driving.
That's correct. We offer an adult distracted driver program where companies can give us a call and we'll come in and teach their drivers, especially if they have a big fleet, on the dangers of being distracted while behind the wheel and what the consequences are for them and the company.
What do you do for seniors? You know, elderly drivers, we see a lot of problems with that.
And that's huge, right? We know that the population is getting up there in age, and our Age Well, Drive Smart program is huge to talk to both families and elderly drivers on what are some of the consequences that happens as they get older behind the wheel, and what are some of the things that can help them become a better driver, or if the family sees that maybe their loved one shouldn't be out there on the road, how they can help them as well.
Yeah, these are all great programs. You've covered every age, you really have.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks so much for joining us, and everything is on the CHP's website. We'll link it with cbs8.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Officer.